things happening on my end. Hopefully, you don't have as much of a concern as I do. But welcome to the Reset Blueprint Strategies. Yes, we are walking through some of the moments that happen to us when we try to share some things. And I know that today has got to be impactful because there's no way possible I can go through this much difficulty trying to share something that I typically share. So glad that you guys have joined us. Please share your name in the chat. Let me know where you are from while I work on a few things because this gives me the chance to see you when you turn your cameras on. You're having difficulty also. Let me see one more thing because I'm trying to stream live while we share this information, and I am not seeing any of my input the way that I'm hoping. Can you guys online? I see a few people. There you go. Thank you. Appreciate that. Thank you for letting me know that you at least see that I am here. That gives me the chance to begin because I want you to know that what's in store for you today. Is this the second week of a 6-week program that I already have in place to support you? We went through last week the foundations of emotional resilience. Today, we're going to go through recognizing your conflict evolution. In week 3, we'll rebuild the confidence and the identity so that you can know who you are. Because when you're clear about who you are, everything else falls in place. Week 4, developing resilient strategies for daily life. Week 5, designing a new path forward. Because when you're resetting, even if it's something that you feel that you have done before, some moments you may need to pave a new path. And I'm going to have to find that out soon. But we're going through some of our technical issues. And then the 6th week, embracing your transformation and the next steps. There are a few of you that are here, so thank you. I'm glad to see some familiar faces from last week. You were here, you're getting the full scope of all 6 weeks. In that, we're going to be building a strategy that will support you in your next steps. But for today, you're going to get greater insight about the steps of your conflict, recognizing and reframing negative thought patterns, adding to the outline of your reset blueprint, because that comes with the full course sequence. And if you're joining me just for the weekly basis, add these elements because they are stepping stones to support you on your journey. Then we'll be creating an emotional awareness framework. And so for today, let's begin with the bonus strategy. And I begin with the bonus strategy because when you have made your change that happens in your life, your season has shifted. And I know a lot of people are like, well, I don't understand exactly what you mean by that. Let me pause the screen because I want to see you when I share this piece. Because for some of us, when we're walking through some of the things that's happening in our lives, we are walking through changes. And each change, as I was stating, that moment gives you a chance to say, hey, what can I do different? And when I was walking through my what can I do different moment, I wanted to participate in activities like this where someone was sharing an element, a lesson, some insight, a strategy, and they had it within a course. At that time in my world, y'all, because of the season that I was in, I couldn't afford it. Some parts of it, I was wondering, how much is it really going to be able to help me through this process? So my curiosity wanted me to just get an opportunity to see. So if you are looking at this lesson because you feel lost, there's a major change that has happened, be it a divorce, a career shift, maybe you're an empty nester. Whatever that major change is, you're in a new season. And if you have found an event and you stumbled across me in this space and place and you're wondering, how can I deal with this uncertainty, the self-doubt, the fears, the things that you're trying to figure out how to walk through? Well, I want you to know that this is an opportunity for you to get a glimpse of me through this bonus strategy, but also some insights, something that you can take away. Because I needed the opportunity to have something that I could take away. So the bonus strategy is here to support you. And when I say seasons, I'm not just talking about the weather, but let's use that as an example. So let me go back in and share this piece with you. Because when we think about the seasons, we often think about the seasons of the weather: spring, summer, fall, and winter. What I want you to know is if you attach some pieces of your life to the elements of these, it'll help you get a little bit of an idea of where you are. For some of us, our spring moments in our lives, that new beginning, the fresh start, it can be in that day one of your job. You were walking in and you weren't really sure what to do, and you were still trying to figure things out. You knew you wanted to work faster, let people know that you already have some things within you that you can bring to the table. But then there were some other things that you were like, trying to figure it out. If you find yourself in spring where you're trying to figure some things out, be it a spring of a relationship, a spring of a new beginning, a spring of this restart, because there was a major life change that put you in a position where you're in spring once again. You didn't anticipate being here again, but you are. In that spring moment, recognize what it is because summer is coming. Summer, oh, we love summer. Summer is when we're in full bloom. Things are great. You found your great joy. If you're in that relationship, this is the happiest that you have been in a long time. Your summer moments bring you that sense of it doesn't get better than this. And I want you to enjoy your summer moments and relish the summer moments that you find yourself in when you're on the epitome of something amazing in your life. Enjoy it. Know that fall is coming. Don't delve into the moments of fall too fast, but think of fall like this. For fall, there's still an element of life that exists, but some things need to just fall away. Maybe. Just maybe this life transition that you find yourself in, let some things that you did not need attached to you any further fall away. And if it fell away from you in that moment, I want you to know it's okay. The leaves are falling, but there's still beauty in the fall. I don't know if you've ever gone on a trip. When I was a little girl, my grandmother would take us to trips. I live on the East Coast, y'all. And on the East Coast, you get the beautiful opportunity to see these great rides with the tree lined across the road as the fall comes, the various colors. Oh, yeah, for some of us in our fall season of life, we have these amazing colors. Those colors are the hues of you. Some parts are darker than others, the pieces that you didn't want the world to see. Some parts are sort of shifting. For some individuals, that shift is the switch in this transition moment. You're not quite out, but you're not quite in, and you're not quite sure what to do with this moment. It's okay. Let fall happen. Because fall gives you an opportunity to let things that don't need to be a part of your existence fall away. But the beauty, there's still beauty in you. And I want you to relish that. And when you find yourself in winter, winter we often think of as those moments where we can't come out, but there's still beauty in winter. In your winter time, when you feel like this right here, there's nothing growing, there's nothing enhancing, there's nowhere I can go. In your career, you may need to shift because you reached the ceiling. A winter moment where there's no more growth. A winter moment where there's no other place where you can truly find yourself to transition to. Let winter happen in those moments. Because when you allow it to take place, it gives you the chance to start fresh, fresh in your springtime. Sometimes when we're in spring, we don't like it because spring seems so small. You got a little bit of things. It's the beginning of the growth. You're not really sure. Let it happen. Let the small parts begin. And don't discard the small beginnings. Spring beginnings don't often feel really good because we want the big parts. We want it grown, we want it now, we want it all. But that little teeny bit, if you listen to week one, I shared the elements about having the little teeny bit, the seed that gives you the opportunity to know that if I just plant this little part, be mindful that it'll grow. And as it grows, you begin to see a little bit. And it may not have grown to the capacity that you desire, but there's growth that's happening. And one day you'll get to the peace that you are looking for, the growth that you were desiring. You'll be back in summertime again. And when you find yourself in summertime moments once again, enjoy it and recognize that the seasons are cyclical. There is a cycle coming where fall will have to take place. And when fall takes place, this is what I want you to do. Remember the beauty in it. You'll have to take a look at some parts of the past, but don't stay there. Because anything whole that drifts back into a past moment and gets stuck, whole things get fractured when they go backwards. Don't allow yourself to get fractured, getting stuck in backward moments. Because if you keep looking back, not gaining insight from the past that will move you forward, but going back because you feel like you were losing something, going back because wintertime made you feel like you couldn't get to a new spring, going back will put you in a position where you're losing parts of you. How much of you do you truly intend to lose? How much of you are you truly willing to let go by the wayside? I don't know about you, but I went to a space and a place where I lost me. I lost pieces of me that I didn't think I would lose. I lost pieces of me that I wish I knew better. But I want you to know that you can do things different. Let me pause here because I want to take a look at you guys while I'm seeing you in this moment to let you know. Because some of you, this may be your first time meeting me, and you're like, who is she? And why is she sharing all of this? How do I know all the chaos about the fall moments, the winter times? But I recognize spring is coming. Summer will show again. And for those of you that are just getting a chance to meet me, well, I am Tanya E. Hood, a wife, a mother, and a reset strategist. I know what it is like to go through the drama and the chaos. I got married at 21. And after 11 years of marriage, I found myself going through a divorce, having to raise my two sons alone. I was drowning in uncertainty. I was drowning in my chaos. I was drowning, constantly looking back, allowing myself to be fractured. Don't do that. Don't let that be a part of your journey. Because to reset my life and survive my divorce, I had to take the time to get to know me better. And this gives you an opportunity to take a look at you a little bit deeper, to know you a little bit better, so that you can do something similar like I did. Build actionable steps that'll get you back to being whole, actionable steps that will keep you from being fractured, actionable steps that you may be able to help others build a firmer foundation for themselves and those around them. And as a result, let me share some good news for you guys to see. In the midst of all of that, I found new love again. I found new love again because I found the love of Tanya first. And when I reset who I am at the core of my being, it gave me the opportunity to allow someone else to join me on the journey. If you choose to allow yourself to be put in a position where you discover you, walking through some of the elements that we're going to share in today's session. And for those that are here, thank you for joining me and thank you for this time with the bonus strategy. Because I have not forgotten that today we're going to build a foundation. We're really adding on to what was shared and moving through a process so that a firmer foundation can be laid. For those of you that are joining us in this session in our live stream moments, I want to thank you for joining me and encourage you to step out into that new space so that you can begin to grow. As this new season of life puts you in a position where you need to find springtime once again. I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next session. Thank you so much for joining us live stream, and thank you so much for your patience, those of you that are joining me here live. Take care, everyone. I'll see you soon.